In this video, you're gonna learn how to handle images in Adobe Illustrator. And you might need to use images in Adobe Illustrator for many reasons. For example, you can be mixing them with your vector design, or you can be tracing these images to convert them into vector, and we're gonna learn how to do that in another lesson, or even for creating an image brush and so on. So in order to insert an image within your document, you can be going to File and then choose Place, or even use the shortcut Shift Command B or Shift Control B according to your operating system. So I'm going to be pressing place, and of course you can be selecting any image from your PC. So I'm going to select this one, then clicking place, and now we have two options: either to click anywhere to insert our image with its current resolution, or even we can be clicking and dragging our image, maybe like that. Actually, there is another way to insert images as well. You can be dragging them right away from your folder and place them like that into your computer, and place them like that into your document. However, it's really recommended that you use the place option from file instead of dragging your images, so you even have better control on placing these images within your document. So anyway, I'm gonna be removing that one in here and maybe drag this one to my artboard. And when you select an image within your document, you're gonna be seeing these options in your control bar in here. And most importantly, you're gonna be seeing linked file in here, which means that this image will not be existing in your document. If you deleted your original image or even renamed it or changed its location on your PC, it's no longer gonna be existing within your document. So here the Illustrator is only using a link to that image. And that could be nice to generate smaller Illustrator files and also to have a lighter document, which will be affecting your computer's performance eventually. So if you're going to work with images in that state, you need to make sure that you don't move your linked files and keep them along with your Illustrator file. However, sometimes you might need to embed these images into your document, maybe for creating an image brush, or even to send that file to someone else that will be important to embed your image within your document. So let's say we need to embed our image instead of linked file, and we can be seeing our link in here, and if we hover over that one, we'll be seeing the link path on our PC. However, in order to embed that one, you can be clicking on embed in here while selecting your image, or even clicking on linked file, and you will be seeing your image in here. Of course, you can be clicking that button here to show link info. So here you have your image name and the format JPEG, and even your color space RGB, and location. You can be clicking that one to access your original file anytime for a quick access. And back to our info again, I'm gonna be clicking that one, and here we're gonna be seeing PPI, which is pixel per inch, and that's basically our image resolution. And you should pay a close attention to this one while you're dealing with images, especially if you're going to print that design. You need to make sure that this resolution is on 300 instead of 72. 72 will be perfect for screen applications or even web design. However, it's not going to be great when it comes to printing that image. And also here you're going to be seeing your dimensions for that photo. And by the way, that artboard is A4, and also our image scale, and that one is 100% for width and height. And that's because this one was dragged and not placed into our artboard. And here we can see the image size as well, 228 kilobytes, and of course the creation and modification dates, and also the transparency for our image. And if you move to that little menu in here, you can be clicking that one, and you will be seeing more options for your image as well. And some of these options are existing in these buttons in here. So for instance, here we have the relink from CC library, and of course here you're going to be seeing the embed option to embed that image within your document. And also if you have multiple images, you can be sorting them from here, or even accessing your panel options from here. So before we embed our image, I'm going to be discussing the relink option in here. So let's say you changed your original image file location to another folder or partition within your computer. You can be relinking that one from here anytime, or if you changed your image's name, or even if you want to replace that one with another image, you can be using that option as well. And that go to link option will be helpful if you're having multiple images in here and you want to quickly access them. You can be selecting your link and click that button. So let me move my artboard maybe a little bit to here, and then I'm going to be pressing on linked file and go to link, and that will be quickly accessing our image like that. So anyway, I'm gonna be embedding that one in here, and once embedded you're gonna be seeing that the object type is image, and you can be clicking that one and accessing even the same options again, except for the edit original it will be disabled, and also for the update link option it will not be available because the image is already within your document and you will not be able to access the original link, and we will not be able to access our original file anymore. So let me move that one around in here. So embedding images might be helpful sometimes. However, in most cases it will be increasing our Illustrator file size, and also it might be slowing our performance a little bit. So here is a better way to send your Illustrator file to someone else, maybe the printer or another designer, without embedding your images within your file, and that one is creating a package of your design, which will be containing your images, your fonts, and even your links, along with your Illustrator file. And if you're familiar with Adobe InDesign or even Photoshop, you will find that option also in there, especially in Adobe InDesign, because this is a professional way to handle your files to the printer. You have to be sending a package file including your images and your fonts and everything. So let me get this image unembedded from here by clicking that button, and Illustrator will be offering you to save that one as a copy because like it's no longer connected to your original link. So I'm gonna be calling that one maybe M1 for modification number 1. I usually do that with my design files till I reach maybe M4 or 5. So I'm gonna be selecting maybe TIFF format or even BSD for Photoshop, and I'm gonna save that one within the same folder in here. And now you will see that our image got linked again. However, it's linked to the one that we just saved on our computer. And now let's create our package folder. However, before we do that, let me type anything with our type tool by selecting our type tool and pressing D to get my default colors. And that's just to insert a font within our file as well before we create our package. Then I'm gonna be selecting that one and maybe choose any other font from here. I'm gonna be selecting maybe that font, and now we have a font and image within our document, and we're gonna be creating our package folder by going to File, and you will see package, and that feature was added recently to Adobe Illustrator, so you might not find this one into your menu if you're using quite an older version. You can be using the embed option instead. So I'm gonna be clicking package, and we have to be saving our document first before we create our package folder. So we can be doing that from here by clicking save, and I'm gonna be saving that package folder in the same destination, calling this one maybe test design. And now it got saved, and here's our saving options, so I'm gonna be pressing OK. And now here we have the package options for our file. Of course, you can be changing your location anytime by clicking that one, or even change your folder name, which is gonna be by default your file name underscore folder. And you might need to select all of these in here, and here it's gonna be copying links and collecting links in separate folder, and also it will be relinking linked files to the document, and it will be copying the fonts used in the document except the CGK fonts and typekit fonts, and also it will be creating a report. So I'm gonna leave all of them checked, then clicking package, and here you will be getting that copyright message by Adobe Illustrator because like you're copying fonts. So basically it's telling you about their license agreement for your copied fonts, how you're gonna be using them in your print files and so on. You might need to read that one before you create your package files. So I'm gonna be pressing OK, and now it's created. We can be showing package from here. So here we have the AI Illustrator design file, and we have links folder which is including our image, and also fonts folder which is including our font file. And here we have our report. You can be clicking that one. It's including your file name, your color mode, your artboard dimensions, your color profile you're using, and color mode CMYK color, and so on. So back to our Illustrator, I'm gonna be removing that one, and I'm gonna be selecting the image, and as you can see our image's resolution is 72. I'm gonna be selecting the scale tool and start scaling our image a little bit, maybe like that, and you will see that our resolution is getting up because these pixels are getting more condensed into our image. So the smaller we shrink our image, the higher our resolution will get because these pixels are getting more condensed within our image. and the opposite will be happening if we start increasing our image size. It's gonna be reduced to 67 and so on. So I'm gonna be reducing that one a little bit, and I'm gonna be placing another image by pressing Shift Command B. I'm gonna be selecting that one in here. This one is quite large image. I'm gonna be clicking place, and I will be dragging my mouse all the way to here. So here, as you can see, this image's resolution is quite too high, 631, which is way too much for our file, because we only need 300 ppi maximum for printing purpose. So it's really recommended that we reduce our image size, because that will be creating a very large Illustrator file, and also it will be affecting our performance. So in order to reduce this image's size, I'm gonna be editing the original file by clicking that button, which will be opening the image in Adobe Photoshop in my case, because I set the default program to open images, especially JPEGs, Adobe Photoshop. So if you're not using Adobe Photoshop to open your images, which is probably most of you guys are doing, don't worry about that. You can be editing your original file in Adobe Photoshop and it will be updated in Adobe Illustrator, or even you can be updating your link anytime by clicking linked file and click on update link. So you can be editing your original file either from here, or even you can go to your Adobe Photoshop and customize or reduce your image a little bit, and then save changes to your original file and it will be updated in your Adobe Illustrator. Of course, if you're not using Adobe Photoshop, you can be using any other program or application to resize your images. But for now, I'm gonna be clicking Edit Original from here, and it will be opening the image for us in the application. So now we need to go to Image and select Image Size. So here we have a very large image, as you can see, 50 megabytes, and we have very big dimensions in here. So of course we can be changing our dimensions, either width or height, and make sure you link them together, of course, not to get your image distorted. Or if you're going to use that image in printing design, you might need to change your resolution as well by converting that one to 300 ppi or pixels per inch. And of course we need to change our dimensions first, because there is no way that we're going to be using these dimensions in any file with that resolution. Now we have our file size is 867 megabytes. We're not going to be using an image that large in any case, and also you can be seeing that it's so pixeled in here. So I'm going to be reducing our height maybe to only 20 centimeters, which is going to be fitting within our A4 size. And also our image size became almost 11 megabytes. Of course, it's still quite large image, but here we're demonstrating an example of printing image or a printing file. So I'm gonna be pressing OK. Of course, we can be doing any other modifications to our image, and they will be modified also in our Illustrator file. So now all we need to do is to save that to our original file. So I'm gonna be going to File, then Save, or Command S, and you will be seeing your big options. And I'm gonna leave it as it is on high quality, then pressing OK. And now moving to Adobe Illustrator again, and we will be seeing some files are missing or modified in the links panel. So it's asking us whether we would like to update them now, so we're gonna be pressing yes. So here, as you can see, our resolution is changed to 295, and it's not 300 because when we placed our image it wasn't exactly 20 centimeters in height. So we can go to our transform panel from here, and as you can see, our height is not exactly 20 centimeters, so we can be setting that one to 20 centimeters. But I'm gonna be linking the width and height first, and then I'm gonna be typing 20 and pressing enter, and instantly our PPI became 300. And also we're gonna be seeing that mask option in here. So I'm gonna be selecting that image, and I'm gonna be clicking mask, and that will be creating a mask out of our image border. So going to our layers panel, we're gonna be seeing a clip group created on our image. So if we expand that clip group in here, we're gonna be seeing our image inside a clipping path. So we can be selecting our image maybe and move it within our clipping path, maybe like that or like that, and you can be hiding some portions of your image, or of course you can be cropping the image instead. However, in order to crop an image, it should be embedded within your file, so I'm going to be selecting that one for instance and clicking on crop image. So it's telling us cropping a linked file embeds a copy of the original within our Illustrator file, so it's not going to be affecting our original file. So I'm going to be pressing OK, and we can be cropping our image maybe all the way to here. And of course we can be changing our resolution as well from here if we're going to crop our image. So you can be selecting maybe screen or even the original resolution of your image. However, I'm not going to be changing any of that, and I'm going to be pressing apply, and that will be cropping our image like that. So that's it for the image handling options. That was Khalil Ibrahim with you, and thank you so much for your time.